Feeling all right about this?
I'm feeling like it's time to move.
Eddie's and what's the other thing? Even Arctic one too. That's pretty cold.
I just think that the
Stanley.
metal ones, the
Stanley's
Yeti.
keeping cold too.
Yeah, the Yeti.
It depends. Like I have a smaller one, like a maybe a 16 or a 20 ounce, which isn't bad because it also fit. You know, I have a bigger one. This this air museum that's like right by Boeing, and so he's like, oh, that's cool.
Whenever I see your oldest son, I just think of a frat boy.
Really?
He's
Yeah.
opening up
I'm
that
always
big
like
thing that has to do with that type of stuff in Arkansas. I'm trying to think of the name of the company, but they're building manufacturing place
Well, and there's
there.
supposed to be
They're
some
gonna
nuclear
looking for-
facility coming to Wisconsin too that Governor Evers passed. There's a nuclear facility in someplace in Illinois that he said he applied for an internship.
Well, that's probably
for.
Byron.
He said it was by Lemoyne. I don't know. He's also not opposed to like civilian contracting with the government.
I know it wasn't Boeing, it's the other one.
But he doesn't want to be on a sub because if you get a nuclear thing, they want. And he's like, I ain't living on a sub.
Right.
I wouldn't want to be there.
It's 7 o'clock. I'm going to call this regular board meeting to order. Has the meeting been properly noticed?
Yes, it has been.
All right, thank you. Can we stand for Pledge of Allegiance? Pledge of Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, do I have a motion to adopt the agenda?
So moved.
Second.
A motion by Jeff, second by Joni. Priscilla is not here tonight. Any discussion?
Seeing none, we will start this vote with Steve,
Yes.
Lena,
Yes.
Joni,
Yes.
Mandy,
Yes.
Jeff,
Yes.
Laura,
Yes.
Bobby,
Yes.
and my vote is yes. Passes 8-0. All right, moving on to reports. First up, Student Council report, Layla Bork.
All right.
So, the student council, we've been on full force with homecoming. We've been getting the dress up days down, the games we want to include, and then anything else we want to do, like the dance and all that sort. Our theme this year is Dancing with the Devils. It is dance theme. Pretty cool. Just so I could have just dance at my homecoming dance. Why not? Still have to get that approved. Just, it's not for sure, but it's basically for sure. And we basically went with the dancing theme, so all of our officers really just picked a song and then kind of correlated with it. So Arabella Editor picked, we had Wednesday, we shared Wednesday. Her song was Let It Go from Frozen. So we don't have games on Wednesdays, obviously, because we don't have assembly. So we have guess the song playing between hours, so that it's still kind of a game and people can participate. And then our outfit to wear is like Winterfest. Like we just have to wear something like you would wear for winter, which is pretty smart considering the high school gets a little chilly here and there. But most of our force has been towards homecoming, just getting all that set up and figured out so then we're set later on. And then we're slowly looking forward to like our senior citizen dinner, how we want to run that, our pie sales, which I will get order forms to all of you. Don't worry.
Thank you.
And like just because days and stuff like that, to just include the teachers and the students more, so that we're more school oriented, while yet being community oriented. And we are also playing a parade float. It's going to be pretty cool because you know how we're playing Watoma? We're getting the let's raise the dance floor with the can of rain on it. I thought that was pretty clever. I came up with that. And then we're just slowly just inching forward, trying to get stuff rolling so we can stay on time with everything yet while we're all still struggling, trying to get through all our schoolwork because, you know, we're still in our summer mojo, trying to get back into school. I know I'm in my summer mojo yet. Gotta go home and do some AP chemistry and AP calc. Woo! But yeah, and with NHS, we're slowly finding more opportunities to reach out, and we're trying to like plan new things. We're thinking about planning events with sports events, so that we can help not only our community, but like the communities that are coming to visit our school. So we're thinking of having like food offered to the players and stuff for like $7, but it'd be like all you can eat. So like during wrestling meets, I know wrestling meets everyone likes to eat. So we would have like a breakfast buffet since they start in the morning and then people can come eat throughout the day. And we're just slowly trying to figure out that kind of stuff so we can be more involved in our community so that we can kind of set the base for the next year's 2027. So then they have a base to work off of. So we're documenting everything and making sure everything's set so then they have a base to grow off of and go even further. So we're just kind of redoing everything in a sense. And redoing in a sense also includes the new 2-column notes we all have to do in classes. It's quite interesting seeing how many people struggle with that, going from guided notes to their own notes. It's pretty interesting. But yeah, we're all just kind of trying to figure out where we sit with the school and trying to figure out what activities we can plan and how we want to go about it. In class, we're just trying to figure out where we're going to get the money. We have started planning new fundraising events and stuff, and we're also planning stuff to help with like our class of homecoming, like trying to figure out how we can raise money during homecoming when that's like more people come back. And we're just kind of trying to get our feet set so that we can have a base for prom and stuff. And I believe we're gonna get a tent and have homecoming here, or prom here. Not entirely sure, but I think that's what we're gonna do. But other than that, we're just trying to get a platform going so that we can keep going through the school years and through like mid-semester testing and all that, so that we can still have a base while doing testing and all that, and we can stay on track. That's all I got. if you have any ideas you want student council or NHS to do, like in the community or in the school, feel free to email me or Jordan Whitinger back there. We will more than likely take your ideas and set it up. We just kind of want to be more community oriented, so if you have ideas to help our community, we would love to learn it and how to do it and stuff, so we can be more community oriented too. But that's all I have now.
NHS is National Honor Society, if you know what that abbreviation stands for.
Jeff, you got a question?
Yeah, when is homecoming, the exact date, so people watching will know, and then the parade, when is the parade?
I believe homecoming is 28th, October 3rd or 4th. I'm not exactly.
3rd is the Friday
Yeah,
parade.
3rd is the parade, and then the 4th is the dance.
What time is the parade? To be decided.
Typically 1:30, we moved it back last year.
Yeah.
What was it?
1:30.
Dance is at 1:30.
No, the parade.
The dance is at 7. I know that's.
7 p.m.
Yes, that's our usual pace. So if you guys want to help monitor and chaperone it, feel free to reach out to me as well. I can set something up if you want to chaperone a dance. You can chaperone the just dance section and hop in a game or two.
No.
I know Ava would love to go with
Well,
me.
yeah, she would. All right.
And that's all I have.
Great, thanks, Layla.
Thank you.
Very animated report today.
Yeah,
Like,
that was kind of fun.
see ya.
All right, we have no public comments, so now we will move on. 2.3, web report.
We have Jackie Mathy with us.
Good evening, I'm Jacqueline Matthew, I'm Hope Web Advisor, also a fifth grade teacher. With me, I have brought one of our web leaders, Noah Jackson, with me this evening. So, with the web, we, this year, incoming fifth grade, we had 84 fifth grade students enter our building, and we have 19 web leaders this year. So, of the 19 web leaders, they did a wonderful job carrying and leading all of our fifth graders for their first day of orientation at the middle school. Starting in the cafeteria, reading them with smiles, to leading them into the gymnasium for the morning assembly, and then breaking out into small group activities where they learned not only about the building, but about themselves and about their leaders as well, building that relationship between them. And Noah is actually going to share his story as to what webling means to him in fifth grade and now as a leader as well.
So the reason I decided to start doing web, or the reason really I decided that this would be something I could do, was because when I was in fifth grade, really everybody, when they start doing something new, they need a mentor, they need someone to help them. And in fifth grade, it was tough for me, it was tough, so I thought, hey, it's tough for them. So I decided, and I thought, I had older friends to help me through it. So I decided I wanted to help people who need it.
Good. Thank you very much.
Thank you for sharing that.
And did a wonderful job leading all of the students through all the activities. Where tonight we are going to ask the school board members to come join us on the floor for one of our Getting to Know You activities. It is called our Name Ball Relay. So if you please join us on the floor.
On the floor?
Yes.
Oh,
Lead us.
Really? Come on.
I might not get back up.
My glasses. You get to really know one each other.
I'm running enough, and I hope. Somebody's gonna help me back up, right?
Like up here.
Because I rub
Yeah. And a circle. Just in a circle. The whole point of this activity is to make a circle, because in a circle, there's not a beginning, there's not an end. We are all facing one another, where we, as we're calling out the names, we are also putting a name to the face and really understanding one another through this activity. Yep, explain how it works.
So what we do is we have a group with all our fifth graders, and basically what this is we say Noah 2, and I would tap it up, so I'll do a demonstration, go to Tom. And what you do, you would tap it up, say your name, and then who. All right, just need to know each other.
Mandy.
Jim. Except for went to Jim.
Jim, Tony, well, didn't quite make it there.
Steve.
Steve Jack.
So Bobby?
I mean, Mandy.
Maybe the Laura. Closer, so like it.
I'm guessing the fifth graders have all good work.
Everybody?
I think so.
Happy to go to everybody. And this is actually a 3-step game that we played, that this is step 1 of just going where you can move your feet. The next level would be to imagine you have one foot planted on the floor.
So what we would usually do is I'd say, okay, reach in your back pocket, grab your glue stick. Glue on your foot, now you can't move your foot. And what the idea of this is to
Basically to work on a strategy. So how can you A, keep the balloon in the air, B, not move, and then C, make sure that everybody has been called on. And then the final step was to that glue stick out again, and then you're doing the same one, and you're planted. And that is where they really start to work as a team to, okay, what can we do now to make sure that the balloon's not gonna drop until our feet are planted?
it really is just teaching how to help your friends, your teammates, basically just to learn teamwork.
Good, nice.
Very good, John. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. This is a great job. Thank you.
I was saying we have to be on the floor. I was like, I get on the floor, I'm not getting there.
All right, thank you. All right, next up, 2.4, link report.
I have to say, I'm glad on the floor has multiple meanings.
Yeah. Agree.
Evening. I'm Kimberly Utter. I am one of the link group coordinators for the high school. The other coordinator is actually Fry. She was unable to be here tonight. And I brought a few of our senior link leaders with us. So a little bit about Link Crew. It is connected to web. It is through a company called Boomerang. And they're a nationally recognized program for transitioning students into new buildings. Ours is specifically for high school level, so 9th graders transitioning into our buildings. It is similar in the fact that it is a lot of activity-based things for students, so there's a lot of low-risk ways for our kids to get involved on the first day to feel more like a part of our building. So the first few things don't even require them to share their own name, and then it builds up to that, and it's very specific, where it's a lower risk, a little higher, a little lower, and it just keeps going up like a set of stairs. I've been with the program since about 2017 in our district, and I think it started a year or two before that, before I got involved. I really like it because I think it's a great way for our freshmen to get to know the building, even though they've been in our building for games, and most of our students, have been around at the high school. It's kind of our central hub. But it really gives them a chance to get acclimated to the building before everyone else is there. They get to see all their classes the day before, so we do a mock schedule for our A days and our B days in order to make sure that they see where all of their classes are. They meet their advisors. They get to meet their senior and junior mentors, because our program is not just like they have just 8th graders, we have juniors and seniors. This year we had close to 90 freshmen enter. I just kind of some show up on the first day, so you never have an exact total. But we had 8 junior link leaders this year, and we had 16 senior link leaders this year, so we have quite a few at the high school, which is great. It's more than the program actually calls for, but when we have kids who want to come back, we're certainly not going to turn them away. In fact, every single senior came back this year except for one. We had one student that elected not to come back because they were a little too busy, but everybody else came back and they've been absolutely phenomenal. They give up 2 days in the summer for our training program. This year we had to do it a little bit earlier because of where the fair fell and where teacher stuff came in. So we had to do it in like mid-August, and normally we try and do it like right before school. So they actually had to come in for another like half an hour before school just to do a quick check-in. They spend time making posters to welcome their freshmen. They do themed tours, which are kind of fun. We had like Wild Wild West this year. We had Safari. And they basically get to choose whatever theme they want. And then they lead their freshmen around. Usually they have some sort of prop or costume for them to wear. So just kind of goofy and silly. And it's a chance for them to really get to see where classes are before they have to go there for the day. So I'm going to turn it over to these guys. I think Dawson, you're up first.
So like Ms. Eder said.
My name is Dawson Skelp.
My name is Dawson Skelton, I'm a senior.
Thank you.
Like Mr. Eder said, we came together over the summer. I lost 2 of my days for the summer. Not really happy about that. But we kind of got to like work about things, and learn about things, how to help freshmen like climb this, how to like welcome themselves into like the high school. Some of the things I'm looking forward to this year are we're planning the field day for freshmen. Like we'll go outside and we'll play field games. Another thing is like every week or every month we're gonna go to the freshman advisories and we're gonna do like different activities with them. So they kind of have like people who they get to see regularly.
My name is Eder Cook. In nuclear training, we learned about the importance of having a positive attitude, right? So a lot of times when freshmen come to school, it's a new environment, there's a lot more freedom. And some freshmen don't want to learn. So you have to be the one who showing them to have a positive attitude that school is a good place to be at. And I would remember to be one of the mottos you could say that we have is to be the thermostat, not the thermometer. Meaning when you go into your house, right, your thermostat, you're setting the temperature, right? Versus a thermometer, thermometer checks your temperature, right? So you want to be a thermostat, not the thermometer. You want to make the environment what you want to make it, and you want to make it a good environment. Our Wyoming link here is to show freshmen the importance of school, right? Because a lot of times, like I said before, freshmen don't come into school with a positive attitude sometimes. So there's a big difference between high school and there is middle school. Grades matter, GPA matters, a lot of stuff matters. So I enjoy being link leader to show them that that type of stuff matters. And my favorite thing about being a link leader is having the opportunity to be a leader and grow into a better person.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you, Jordan. Hi, I'm Jordan Leanger. Freshman orientation went wonderfully. We had a blast, we had a good time. It was fun to spend some time with the incoming freshmen and get to know them a little bit and to help them socialize through and make the upperclassmen not seem so scary and intimidating. Make it a little less hectic on their second day, our technical first day. Yeah, we hit it up right away in the morning with full energy in high hopes that they would see that this is a good place to be. This is a good place to learn. This is a fun environment to not only learn, but to make good relationships, to make good choices, to have good days. My favorite thing about being a link leader is encouraging people to get more active and involved in the community. As Layla said earlier, I'm in the National Honor Society and I'm also in student council with her, so I play a couple different roles, so I think having the kids see somebody like that is good for them, just to know that they can talk to people like a person, and they don't have to be, oh, I don't know who that is, or I'm scared to walk up to them because they're the president, or they're this or that or the other thing. It's okay to talk to people. It's okay to have that. I decided to get involved with Link because it's my favorite thing to do is be involved and talk to people, to get out, to show support for the community, my school, and the people that are in it. Yeah, I just wanted to know that, I just wanted the freshmen to know that they were as welcome as we could make them. Yeah.
Thank you. Very nice.
Any questions for them?
When did the program start?
I started in 2017 and it was around at least a year or two before. And before that, we had a different iteration. It was called Hero. So we've had a freshman transition program for many years, but Link Crew is when we settled on around 2015-ish, I think.
And what's funny is like my daughter's a freshman this year, is her brothers asked when she got home, what games did you play? And and they've been out of school for a while, and I just want to illustrate the impact that program has, that, 6 years after school, they still remember that day. That's awesome.
All right, thank you.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, 2.5, teaching and learning report.
We're gonna just ask the principals to come up and talk a little bit about the beginning of the school year. We don't have anything formal for you tonight, but welcome them.
Day 3 for us, our first 2 days were our Ready, Set, Go days with families. We're currently working on a survey for families, staff to do for us, and was it worth it, where we're at with that for next year. 4K started today. Those of you who have known me for the past many years, my goals these first 2 days for today are get them fed, get them home. Day 3, success. Buses emptied Thursday and Friday by 4:55. Today they were empty at 4:48. So we had a kindergarten and 4K, and we were done earlier than we were Thursday and Friday. So AFASD is going well, and we started benchmark testing today as well.
Roxy, do you know the percentage of parents that came to the Ready, Set, Go days?
I would say we probably at least 80%. I mean, we had some classes that hit everybody.
It's a good turnout.
And some that missed a few here and there. We had some no-shows.
I was there at 10:30 with Ava on Tuesdays, so.
And we had the seminars, which, so the seminars, we had a reading, math, attendance, and kind of testing and developmental milestones that families could attend. And if they attended the conference and then at least 2 of the other seminars, we gave students a $10 voucher for the bookstore in town. And we gave away 68 vouchers.
How many pre-Ks came in, or how many children came in that started?
In the 4K?
Started today, pre-K?
Yeah.
65-ish, 63, give or take.
And it's interesting with our 4K program, we also have a Head Start program. So we generally pick up 10 to 20, in some cases, additional students at the kindergarten.
Is Head Start in your building?
No.
It's the one that's, okay,
Yeah.
yeah. But you were like coordinated.
Yeah, Roxanne works with them to make sure that works. All right. Thank you. All right, thank you.
The high school, just to add on to what Dawson says, so he did give up 2 days of the summer, but those students, because of the work they do in the summer and then throughout advisory, they do get a half credit to do that as well. So we try to reward them that way. For students that are maybe wanting to graduate early or want those extra credits, it does look good that they're in Link Crew, and we think they should be at least awarded that credit. So one advantage for those 2 days that they do give up, plus time throughout the year in advisory. Otherwise, we started with the Link Crew day on the first day. All students back on Wednesday. We fed them as well and got them home, I think, but a lot of them drive home. So we hope they get home safe, but they showed up the next day. We did have a lot of new enrollees across the district. So really the work that Tim Jensen as a counselor, training our new counselor, Jake Heinrich, who's doing great, but getting those, all those schedules. So at the high school level, when a new student comes in, they have to get their transcript from the previous school, load them into classes, figure out what classes they can get in, try to develop a 4-year plan with them, all this, and then give them a tour of the building. All this happens really quickly. So those guys are definitely worn out because of the work that they do, but they've been putting in a lot of hours to make sure that all those people feel welcomed, get into class, or feel safe to go into class. So I appreciate the work that all our student services do to make sure students are there. But it's been pretty quiet. First week for us.
Now, do new students end up into the Link program like as a freshman would be, kind
It's
of?
offered, but we've never had one attend because it is all freshmen. But we have, well, I shouldn't say that, in the past, we've had one or two that, when they need that transition, so it's usually a parent that's really concerned about meeting some people, we have, they're welcome to. Thank you.
Thank you, Kevin.
Went out of order, just to throw you guys off a little bit too, right? So we could probably talk at length at this time of year about the Web and the Link program, but I just want to kind of give another little tidbit of why it's so important. And this is the about third or fourth district I've been a part of that has used this. So I've got a lot of history with Web and Link programming and the positive outcomes that have come from it. We had some new students move in where it was the, hey, we want to have a tour of the building, and I kind of waited from the email in June to call until I got closer to July because things can change. And that conversation with that parent, when I explained the web, that she said, that's all he's going to need. He's going to be great. And that wasn't the only one. So we've made even some of our new people coming in, as well as some of the other parents of existing families. When I talk to them, just really are really thankful, and they feel that sense of relief that we have such a great setup to start our kids off at the beginning of the year. So I think that that's a huge plus. When I think about some of the start of the year for us at the middle school, there's been lots of ups and downs. First, I wanted to shout out the summer work and the summer PD that our staff did. And when we say that we offered a lot of summer PD opportunities, Heather really offered in a wide scope for anybody extra pay this summer out of her budget. And it was well received. The teachers worked super hard. They were working on really quality things. So we're excited to see how that just jumpstarts us on the teacher end. So we were thankful that they put so much effort into the start of the year. The other thing is ups and downs for us is then the rocky part's been a little bit of our scheduling. So I've asked everybody to give us a little grace in the office and give myself grace with having a teacher kind of no-show on us. We had to literally recreate the entire 8th grade schedule. And then another shout out is to the high school and Kevin Moore for really doing some great collaboration of saying, I have a math teacher I think we can share. So that's worked out to the benefit of our kids. So that was a big plus. And then the other piece is that, like, as my observation, I've been around here for quite a bit. Tom loves the harmonic convergence. I think this year has been the most smooth start all along. We're all sitting and waiting at the high school for the buses to move a kid here and there, and if they come in and they know where to go, and the kids really get it all the way from the little ones today all the way up to the high school. So I think that this early start has really made a smooth transition for everybody. So I think kudos to everybody to come up with some of these ideas. Questions?
See none, thank you.
Crystal, did I ignore you? Okay, all right, good, thank you.
Does she want to talk?
I think she's good.
2.6, building and grounds report.
Travis is here with us tonight.
My name is Travis Morose. I'm the new building and grounds director. I've been around 3 months now. Just kind of want to give you guys a rundown of projects that happened over the summer, some that are kind of still ongoing, and stuff we are looking at starting. The majority of it's been done at the high school, which being the biggest school out of everything. So a lot of work has been done. My maintenance guys, my custodial staff have been busy all summer getting everything good looking, tip-top shape for the school year starting. At the high school, the back driveway and teachers parking lot were resealed, the cracks filled, and brand new stripes put down. Also, new floor coat, full chip epoxy floor in the women's locker room, the foyer area, shop classroom in the woods room at the high school. Gym floor of all 3 schools was resealed, nice new shine for the start of the school year. Work in progress right now. A new scoreboard is being installed at the JV baseball field. The scoreboard was actually just poles, high beams, everything put in and put up today. So that's still a work in progress. main office, guidance office area, some of the hallways, classrooms in the back, loading area of the high school all received fresh paint, some same color, some different color, kind of turn it out a little bit. All the floors were stripped and sealed at all 3 schools. Custodial staff does an excellent job at making those nice, especially custodial staff at the high school. I mean, they make that floor look spectacular. In the high school, 2 rooms had LED lights installed in them with dimmer switches so they can be controlled for student liking, student activity, things like that. Also, I'm looking at wanting to do more LED installation because it is a school that big, it is a good money saver. At all 3 schools, new soap, paper towel, and toilet paper dispensers were installed, more efficient. Not able to pull so much toilet paper, so much paper towel, can't pull big globs of it just to dry your hands after washing the sink. So we're hoping that kind of saves some money on having to order supplies to refill all those. At the middle school, the company come in, caulk around all the windows, do some tuck pointing, some repair, some cement repair on the front steps. Some of the sides were starting to crack and crumble through age, weather, and those got all refilled, repaired, got rid of some trip hazards that were in the area. I had some cement repair done by the front entry and K-doors of the high school, and a large chunk of the sidewalk at the elementary school that was starting to sink and had a pressure cut. There was getting to be some unlevelness that definitely be a trip hazard being at the elementary school. Little kids running around sometimes don't pay the greatest attention, hit the unlevel part and trip. Had some hot patches put in at all 3 schools and on the road from the middle school that runs by between the bus garage and the middle school to the elementary school, fill in some holes that retain a lot of water, big bumps, crater kind of like holes. And the stage floor and the FAC was repainted and resealed. Some up and coming projects that we're looking at are some more repair of the floor in the cafeteria area of the high school, finishing up the JV scoreboard. Been in talks with a timber company that would like to come in and check out some of the land and possibly do some forestry work there. That's about it.
All right.
Any questions?
Any questions?
Welcome aboard.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good, thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right, 2.7, business manager report.
It out, but I wanted to give him thanks. We actually had Kroll come in, somebody that does our fixed assets. We've talked about that before. One of the changes is previously we had everything marked that was $2,500 worth of value, and that's a replacement cost. And so as long as we've been with Kroll, they've never been on site to actually go through what we have. And so with all the changes coming and just making sure that we know what we actually have and what it's valued at, I asked him to come in. He flew in from Michigan and was actually here 3 days. It is part of our audit that we have to do every year. But typically what's been done is the person that would be in Travis's role, technology, and the business manager would go through and be like, this one doesn't need to be on here anymore. This one doesn't, did we buy anything extra? But it was really outdated. And so he spent 3 full days here and went through each building, did not only the assets that we have, but as well as the structures in the buildings. There were several structures that weren't currently on the list. A lot of the sheds that are at AFE were part of that. And so they have 6 weeks to give us the report, but it should be a very detailed report as far as what we actually own, the values of replacement for that. It gives a better idea. It goes right from our boilers to the concrete work that he was referring to. You have to mention that. We had the new phone systems put in. I always viewed it as what you would get if you were to sell it, but that's not actually the the best way to look at it. The best way to look at it is if you had a replacement, what that would come in as. And so I think it was definitely worth the time, but I appreciate that Travis took 3 full days to walk through every square inch and answer whatever question. The gentleman's name was Tom Hank. So. As far as updates, you can see an attachment there is just our Tricor insurance. One area, like most insurances, they go up a little bit every year. One area I really pushed back on this year was our workers' compensation. And I had asked CISA 5 to give me a comparison, and we were by far higher than anyone. They couldn't tell me it was for claims, it wasn't anything specific. They did give a breakdown, a little bit more detail in the back as far as what workman's compensation from last year to this year looks like. But when they came back with another quote, I was far more pleased with the quote for this year than what we have been paying previously. So we did go down for overall cost, but the majority of that came from the workman's compensation piece of that. And then the only other update I wanted to give you was we did get our Title funds released, and so we already knew that we were going to have Title I and IDA, but what we were unsure was Title II, 3, 4, and 5 RLIS, or right acronym. It's just over $100,000 that we had already budgeted in because we had things already set up for that, but we will have the revenue offset that, so that should help that. So when I present the budget revision for you, that will be included with it.
Okay. Any questions? All right, thank you. Board of Education reports. Anybody have anything?
I attended a CISA 5 meeting last Thursday. The biggest walkaway was health insurance, believe it or not. CISA 5's employees are part of the state's health insurance. $500,000 increase this year in their premiums. Just so you know. $500,000.
It's not sustainable.
No.
Yeah.
It's just not. I mean,
and I've asked them to call Nikki to discuss what we do in our district, which, and thank you, saves us a lot of money. But their average employee, family plans, it's over $30,000, and their plans that they get through the state are Cadillac plans and then some.
Mm-hmm.
They're not, high deductible plans, giving them offers and that. Whereas in our district, we offer a suite that is comparable. I would say comparable in some ways. You get to pick what you want that fits your family and your needs, and you get to make your own business decision as far as what you want to take or not take. So that was probably the biggest thing that we did discuss at CISA 5.
Joni?
No out-of-pocket costs for their employees for CISA 5, because we had, when we went out to bid, I had inquired with them as to what they used and, hey, can we join, we come with, and there was no way that we could afford that. Their employees have zero expense. I just don't know, how they can sustain that.
right. I thought there was a requirement for like 12%.
Well, they do a study. They look at the plans that are involved, and they come out with 2 figures, one for single and one for family, of what the contribution should be, and it's 88%. And then they come up with that dollar amount based on those plans that are utilized, because obviously they have employees all over the state, not just in CISA 5.
Right.
So, which does affect it.
Joni?
I was just gonna say that I had a list of 10 companies, insurance companies in Wisconsin. And they requested, like United Healthcare requested a 35% increase. And Security Health 25, Aspirus 12, but they have to put this information into the insurance commissioner. And I didn't know they had to request these increases.
All right, see you more. We will move on. 2.9, District Administrator Report.
we had an exceptional start to the school year, and I'm just going to thank people tonight in my report. Our partners, our primary partners, are TC Networks. Joe is with us tonight. They work very, very hard in the summer to update our technology and make sure that it's ready for the school year. So we appreciate the work that TC Networks does. Our transportation partners, Cobison, I don't know if you've been following, but Wausau's been having huge issues with their buses. And Chris, you know maybe a little bit more than I do. I just read it in the news every morning, but kids are on the bus for 2-some hours a night, and they didn't change companies. I don't understand exactly what's going on. But it's not Cobison. It's one of their competitors, but it just makes me very grateful for the work that our transportation partners do. And in particular, Steve Kotlowski just does an exceptional job. Travis left, but I wanted to thank the custodial staff and maintenance staff for getting our buildings ready. They're just beautiful. I know we took a tour with the Path Forward Committee before this meeting this evening, and our buildings just shine, which is fantastic. The work our paraprofessionals do is exceptional. They really care for our kids. Our secretaries and support staff, our building secretaries and year-round support staff work crazy at the beginning of the school year. And I want to thank those people for what they do for our students and their families. Our professional staff, teaching staff are exceptional as well. And we've had just a really smooth start to the school year. So I want to make sure that we thank those folks when we see them. And then my administrative team that constantly makes me look better than I am. I want to thank them for the work that they've done this summer. We had a lot going on and still have a lot going on, but thank you very much for everything you do. And then I just wanted to talk briefly about the school fair. So the school fair dates have been set after Labor Day, August 9th to the 10th or 11th. September 9th to the 11th, I believe, next year. So we're looking at ways to potentially thinking about starting school early. We're in contact with the state. Nikki has talked to a couple school districts that are in a similar situation. And we're going to have some conversation rather quickly about how we proceed. 9th through the 12th, excuse me, thank you. And we do know that our students are showing animals during the days during that time period. They're loading animals, and they're also helping work the concession stands at the fair. So it'll be new for us as we move forward. So look for information about that as we move through the school year.
Thank you. All right, do I have a consideration to go into closed session? Consideration to go into closed session? Consideration to go, seeing none? We move on. Do I have a motion to adopt the consent agenda?
So move. Second.
Got a motion by Mandy, second by Laura. On the consent agenda tonight, we have gifts from Breakbush for school supplies. We have the bills. We have meeting minutes from August 11th, the regular board meeting. We have a retirement of Dr. Tom Wormuth, District Administrator. There are no resignations, no staff transfers, and we have some hiring recommendations of Carol Elbeater, AF Food Service, Jared Masson, 8th grade boys basketball coach, and Kathleen Campbell, 4K teacher. And I think that was it. All right. Anybody got any comments? Jeff?
So I can remember when Dr. Wormuth was doing interviews. That was a lengthy discussion by this board. Some of the original members are still on the board that hired Dr. Wormuth. It's one of the best things we did during my tenure on the board. I want to personally thank him for everything that he's done for our kids, our staff, our district, our programs within our district. It's going to be big shoes to follow. I know me personally, you'll be missed. I can't say enough. I mean, you have made a tremendous positive impact on our district, and thank you.
Thank you.
That's ditto from me.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
We still have a year to go. I just wanted to do
Gotta
this
finish out
early
the year,
and
but yeah.
finish strong.
It gives us an opportunity to start planning. You know, we're not gonna be behind the 8 ball, we're gonna be the cue ball. You know, hopefully we can go through. I have talked to CISA 5 with Jeremy about process, what we need to do, so we'll see if we wanna have a special meeting to maybe approve a contract with them to help us with our search, or we wait until the October meeting to do that, and so we will be moving forward with that process. So, anything else? All right, seeing none, we will start this vote with Lena,
Yes.
Joni,
Yes.
Mandy,
Yes.
Jeff,
Now, if I said no, would he have to stay? Yes. Yes.
Laura,
Yes.
Bobby,
Yes.
Steve,
Yes.
and my vote is yes. Passes 8-0.
What if we all said no?
Leave, unfortunately.
Right. All right, new business. Or do we need to go into closed session for this?
You can ask to go into closed session.
Consideration to go into closed session?
So moved.
Second.
All right, so we got a motion by Jeff, second by Mandy. It's the official. Consideration of adjournment to closed session pursuant to Wisconsin statute section 19.851FB applies, which, if discussed in public, would be likely to have an substantial adverse effect upon the reputation of any persons referred to in such histories or data or involved in such problems or investigations. Pay tuition to a student to an alternative placement. Discussion. Seeing none, we will start this vote with Joni.
Yes.
Mandy?
Yes.
Jeff?
Yes.
Laura?
Yes.
Bobby?
Yes.
Steve?
Yes.
Lena?
Yes.
And my vote is yes, passes 8-0. All right.
Right, we're gonna go up to the classroom.
Yeah, we'll just go up the
If that's
hallway here
okay.
and
We don't need anything, do we?
The vote, WASB.
It's Jeff and Mandy again that
Yeah.
brought us back into open.
We are now.
All right, we are back in open session. Moving on to new business. Consideration and action to designate a school board member to vote for WASBA regional directors. Do I have a motion to nominate somebody?
Nominate Joni.
All right, got Joni. Are there any other nominations? Are there any other nominations? Any other nominations? Seeing none, do we have a second for Joni being our designate? Okay, Bobby? All right, we have a motion to nominate Joni for the voting member at the regional meeting. Any other discussion? Seeing none, we will start this vote with Jeff.
Yes.
Laura?
Yes.
Bobby?
Yes.
Steve?
Yes.
Lena?
Yes.
Joni?
Abstain or I can vote?
Yeah,
You can vote.
just abstain, whatever. Mandy?
Yes.
And my vote is yes. Passes 7-0 with one abstention. All right, we have come to the end of the meeting. Is there any objection to adjournment?
Make a motion to adjourn.
We are adjourned at